Hello Power Rangers fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. We've returned not only from Power Morphicon weekend, but we have also returned to the classic dorm setup. So we're back to, I always thought the dorm videos kind of had more of an echoey sound to the audio, so I am trying to record it with my typical podcasting mic. It's literally right in front of me. I don't know how much better or worse that truly is. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to turn out. We're gonna find out. Also, the dorm is not fully put together. I didn't bring everything up yet, like the bulletin board and everything. And there's also going to be audio problems because outside, the first weekend of the semester, or the first weekend of the fall semester every year, there's an air show that goes on here. So there's just planes flying around all day. So we have the worst possible conditions for recording videos, which is why we're just gonna live with it. But anyway, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury is today's main video topic. So this news is already 2 days old, almost 3 days old, depending on what time you saw the tweet that officially announced Cosmic Fury. Now there's going to be a little bit of footage in this video from my Power Morphicon documentary vlog that I'm working on, because I shot a ton of footage and videos and photos and such over the weekend that I'm going to be compiling together into a big documentary vlog type video from my experience there. That's when you'll see my full haul and everything. You can already see some of the haul right there with the Ghost Driver that I got. But yeah, like I said, some of the clips from that are going to be in this video because they pertain to Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. So Cosmic Fury was officially announced by the Hasbro Pulse Twitter account very late Saturday night for you guys out there in California time. It was 11 p.m. For my typical time zone, and also Hasbro's headquarters time zone, which is what they usually base announcements off of. It was 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, Power Rangers Day.
They just announced Cosmic Fury, Dino Fury Season 3, what the fuck?
So the leading theory is that the tweet was sent out 12 hours earlier than it was supposed to. It was probably supposed to be 11 a.m. Pacific time on Sunday, not 11 p.m. Saturday night before. Very strange, but basically this video was a little video from executive producer Simon Bennett officially confirming that he is returning for the 30th season of Power Rangers, but he is not the only thing returning for the 30th season. The entire cast of Power Rangers Dino Fury is returning for a third year down in New Zealand to shoot the new season in a couple of weeks, which is really crazy. This is the first time ever that one singular cast has been able to carry through 3 seasons, and it is the first time that a majority of a cast is being carried through 3 seasons since Mighty Morphin. So it honestly feels like a very cool bookend, and also a very cool way to have a 30th anniversary celebration by having the same cast be around for 3 seasons, have it be a dino-themed season. Really cool stuff going on here. Very exciting. This is probably the most hyped that I've been for a Power Rangers season in a long time, because typically it's just, oh yeah, here's a Sentai adaptation of some whatever Sentai that they picked, and that's pretty cool. We've had a lot of kind of unprecedented excitement for seasons in the Hasbro era, because Beast Morphers, we had it be an adaptation of Go Busters, which we skipped for many years. I don't think Dino Fury, I was excited for it from the past, but I think that was kind of our most typical season in the Hasbro era in terms of announcements. It was just an adaptation of the most recent Sentai, which was Resoldier, and that kind of thing. It wasn't super surprising, I guess.
As a long-time Power Morphicon attendee, one of my favorite parts of this convention experience has always been when the current cast introduced the new cast. But to Joe's point, this year we have the distinct pleasure in that the current cast is also the new cast. But I'm keenly aware that this cast did not get their moment a couple of years ago because of the pandemic. So please join me in giving a huge round of applause for the cast of Power Rangers.
Feel to be the first cast since Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to get us the 3rd season? Horrible. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Yeah, please.
How do you even begin to describe how that feels? I'm sure the majority of us in this room grew up watching that show, and the many seasons that followed, and to be the cast that gets to continue that legacy in a new way. The first one to be renewed for a 3rd season in 30 years. It's indescribable.
It's honestly like, a lot of it has to do with you guys for like showing us like the support and love that you have. Like, even though we didn't get like our announcement at Morphicon and stuff, you still welcomed us like we were there, and you continue to support us.
Me personally, I'm still speechless about it. It's been 30 years. and we're the first to do it since the original, so I'm truly honored.
Dino Fury, season of firsts.
Yes.
But Cosmic Fury, which was a name that leaked back in June, so if, there's going to be a lot of things that I'm not going to want to retread in here because we've already talked about them. So there's going to be a card popping up here. Highly recommend this video from June. I believe it was June. It might have been early July. This summer was crazy. But there was a video I did a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago when the name Cosmic Fury leaked thanks to a portfolio page listing of somebody on the crew. And basically we got that name and everybody figured that would be the name of the 30th season. And then obviously now that's been fully confirmed. The only other thing that happened around that time was the stunt crew that posted about, or that worked on Power Rangers, posted like this photo of them working on the new morph sequence for season 30 before they quickly deleted it. So that was pretty much the only concrete like season 30 stuff that we had. Obviously we've had a bunch of different rumors and articles out there from like Illuminati and everything, and I think some plans and stuff have changed probably because of certain circumstances out there in the world. I don't honestly really know what is going on necessarily, to be perfectly honest with you, and neither did the cast really. And of course I'm sure the cast, obviously they can't say too much, but during the Dino Fury panel at Power Morphicon, which I was very excited I was able to attend, that panel basically they talked about how they learned of the name Cosmic Fury when the name leaked on Twitter. They saw people talking about it and asking for their input on it, and so they emailed Hasbro. They said, Jordan Veidt was telling this story, they emailed Hasbro and asked, hey, is our name Cosmic Fury for season 3? And they're like, yes it is, but you can't tell anybody about it. So that was pretty interesting to know about. Now, they didn't answer any questions necessarily about what Sentai we're using, what the suits are going to look like, if they're even keeping their typical colors. All of that is very unknown right now, which is frustrating to an extent because of the fact that this is going to create a never-ending debate until we get the official Hasbro announcement of basically one of three possibilities. Everybody out there is saying, oh, it's going to be Cure Major, right? Everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be Q Ranger because of the name, right? Everybody's saying, oh, no, it's going to be the same suits or original suits or whatever, right? It's all over the place. Now, I haven't had a chance to look at this too much, and there's going to be text that pops up on the screen right now because I don't want to give spoilers away for those who are not reading the episode descriptions for Dino Fury. But the episode descriptions for the finale, or at least the finale arc of Dino Fury, have already been posted for Season 2, and they say that one of them says something about a mysterious White Ranger or something. I saw Dawson Rider did a video about that. I haven't looked too much into those descriptions, just because they came out during Morphicon, and I was preoccupied with 1,000 other things that I was doing that weekend. So I'm not sure if that is going to lead into Dino Fury Season 3 or Cosmic Fury. I don't know why I'm calling it Season 3. I mean, it is. But basically, I'm not sure exactly how much was set up, because we have this very interesting thing where the cast said that like everything was finalized for them to come back for another season this past March. So I'm kind of under the impression that they weren't necessarily like privy to the knowledge that they would be returning again when they were filming Season 2. So I'm not 100% sure how set up Season 3 Cosmic Fury will be from the end of Season 2. I'm very curious how this is going to work. Now, Simon Bennett was already answering a couple little things on Twitter where he said basically that it would feel very distinct. It wouldn't necessarily feel just like more Dino Fury, even though it's the same characters, it's the same cast, same executive producer. Now, they did actually mention, Hunter mentioned this, Amelia's actress. She mentioned at the panel that they're going to be filming it at a different studio than they filmed Dino Fury, so I believe that they are either reconstructing a lot of sets, which we kind of saw in the Simon Bennett video, or making new sets or whatever. So there's definitely a lot of interesting different stuff going on that definitely makes Cosmic Fury feel like something brand new, essentially, just with returning elements, which is so interesting. I'm so interested to see how this is going to go, especially with the Sentai adaptation aspect to it, because they've pretty much exhausted Resoldier footage between the 2 seasons of Dino Fury, but like the logo still has a little dino on it, and like obviously the cast coming back seems to imply that the Dino Fury Rangers will be, or at least like those suits would be a key component of it in some capacity. So I am so interested to see what happens with this. Now there's another video I want to plug that was a Toku Theory video that I did back in late June when we had a listing pop up on Amazon Mexico for a Dino Fury Gold Morpher Blaster, which is a toy that they never made during either season of the Dino Fury toy line. And because of its product number and release date on Amazon Mexico and stuff like that, it was slated to be a 2023 item and one of our first toy listings for the main general toy line of 2023, which would be, now we know, Cosmic Fury's toy line. So that seems to imply that the Season 3 toy line may be, obviously there'll be some new stuff because I'm sure we're going to get original stuff out of this just based on the nature of there not being that much Resoldier stuff they could work with still. But I definitely also think that this is an opportunity that I believe Hasbro's going to take to give us more stuff that we should have had in the Dino Fury toy line, like Gold's Morpher, and I'm hoping the other Zordling Zords, because there's a lot of Zords that we never got. I also really want to get more of those armors, like that we got in this Walmart 2-packs and stuff like that, because there's just a good amount of stuff that I'd still really like to see from the Dino Fury toy line or for the Resoldier footage that we didn't get, and hopefully Cosmic Fury can give us that. But yeah, there's not a ton else to say. I'm probably have included little clips in here or whatever, because basically all we have is we know the name is 100% confirmed, we know the cast is coming back, we know this is 2023 season, this is the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers next year, so I would not be surprised if they try to get actors back in some capacity to reprise their roles from earlier seasons, but I'm not exactly sure if we're pulling a Super Mega Force or a Super Ninja Steel and going to do something like that. I really hope that they would. I would imagine they might try, but I'm very curious to see, especially because the filming time that we have reported on back in that original video with the name leak was like 5 to 6 weeks back then, and now it's been extended through the end of the year, which was kind of one of our first pieces of evidence that this was going to be a full season. But it's just so nice to finally have some sort of an idea of what is going on for Power Rangers' 30th anniversary while they are still taking their time working on with Jonathan Entwistle and Jenny Klein to put together all of the new universe for Netflix and kind of the reboot movie and show and everything like that. It's just great to finally have some sort of confirmation on where the franchise's media is going to go, because we kind of have sort of an idea with like Lightning Collection and everything where it's still seemingly going strong next year, but the show itself we were very up in the air about. So I would love to know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below about Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. What do you want to see happen? Are you more on the more original side of it? Do you want to see a Sentai adaptation, and if so, which one? I mean, I want to see that because I really want to get figures for Cure Ranger or Cure Major or Zyuohger or any of the ones we didn't get, but I'm leaning more towards it's likely that we're just going to get the Resoldier suits again with probably some sort of new element to them or something like that, and just more original footage with that. That's kind of what I'm thinking they're going to do, because Cosmic Fury sounds really exciting, but to be honest, to me it just kind of feels like a last-ditch effort of oh, we have to extend the Dino Fury era of Power Rangers one more year while we still figure out what we want to do with Jonathan Entwistle, which is fine. I'm totally good with that, and I think that this is a really cool opportunity to give us something a little bit different that we don't usually have. So I'm very excited to see where it goes. And like I said, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on all of this down in the comments below. And stay tuned on the channel for the next couple of days or so, because I got tons of videos coming for the stuff I bought at Power Morphicon, which you can see some of it behind me. I don't want to spoil the whole haul until the documentary vlog is out, which I'm hoping will be out early next week. That's my bet, or that's my guess here. That's my goal. So until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or LandingFigPR. Thank you all for coming out to Power Morphicon 2022. If you were there and we got a picture, thank you so much for being, wanting to get a picture with me, and also if you attended my panel with Lon's Toys on Friday night, or any of the other panels that I ended up being a part of that I didn't know I was going to be. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all later.